Hi, welcome to YOH Crochet. My name is Anita, and today I have a pattern release to share with you. Well, it's sort of a pattern release. Okay, well, the reason why it's sort of a pattern release is because this pattern will not be for sale on my Ravelry shop. The reason being is it resembles a specific character, and I don't want to risk any copyright issues or anything like that, especially with the company that the character is from. They're a little picky. Um, and so she has been tested, and I went through all that with her. But even though it won't be up for sale, I will have a way for you guys to obtain a free copy. So through the through the end of September, what I am going to do is I'm going to email you a free PDF copy of this pattern with the purchase of any of my patterns from my shop. Um, and so the way Ravelry works, there's a section on your sales page, and it shows the email addresses of everyone who's purchased one of your patterns. So there's no need, if you purchase a pattern, there's no need to email me and be like, hey, where's my free PDF and all this and that, because I'll be able to see. Um, Also, if I don't get your free PDF to you right away, just hang in there, because I can only do it when I'm at home by my laptop, on my laptop. And I do work full time, so I'm not always at home, obviously. Got to make the money somehow, right? Okay, so without further, I'll show you my first attempt at this first, and I made some modifications. I changed a few things. Okay, so we have, does that face look familiar to you? Do you know who that is? It's Sally, but she is a jellyfish. Now this was, oh, I had a difficult time getting this to look just right. So the eyes, I originally used worsted weight yarn for the eyeliner and the eyelashes, and it looked really weird. It was a really thick line, so I switched it out to crochet thread. With the stitching, it was the same thing. I used worsted weight. It just looked off, so I just unplied the yarn and used one ply. The mouth, not happy at all with the mouth. It just looks wonky. I don't do well with embroidering details. Like, give me lines, I can do that fine. But anything much more complicated than just straight lines, I have problems with. I need to practice more. I am not very good at it. And then she has the red tentacles for her red hair. Okay, so that's attempt number one. And then this is attempt number two. I ran out of this blue, otherwise I would have kept her blue. But I used, this color is Minty, Red Heart Super Saver, and I opted to not trim her tentacles. And I changed her mouth, as you can see. It's much more simpler, and being simpler, it's also easier to explain in the pattern how I did it. Let's see, that mouth, that mouth. And, yep. Oh, I also gave her a bit of a neck. So this one doesn't have a neck. She kind of looks like, her head kind of looks like a balloon or a light bulb. Anyway, I'll hold her back. The stitching on her head. There they are, side by side. Okay, so if you like this color, this is, I think, it's just light blue and Red Heart Super Saver. If you prefer this color, it's Minty and Red Heart Super Saver. Okay, so the way I did this is I did it in a way where you're not having to sew every tentacle on individually. So at the bottom, you can see I just slip stitched over. I attached the yarn around the stitches. I chained out. I came back, double crocheting back, 3 in each stitch, and then I just slip stitched over to the next part and just chained out, did the same thing, slip stitched back into the same stitch that I chained out of, slip stitched over, and did the same thing. So some of my testers thought it was a little cumbersome to do that way, a little awkward, a lot too fiddly. So if you feel the same way, you can just, by all means, you can just do chains, you know, and then sew them all together, sew them to the base here. I just thought, I don't like sewing things together, so I thought I would try to minimize the sewing. Up to you how you want to do it if you obtain a copy of the pattern. Okay, so another thing I'm going to be doing is I will be doing a giveaway in this video for a copy of this PDF pattern. I'll probably let it run a week, and if you don't see a video up, check my community tab. I might just post the winners on my community tab. Another thing too, I will donate this pattern if any content creators are having special celebrations via lives or anything. I'll be willing to donate the pattern to that, so people will have a chance to get a copy that way as well. I Carry the Yarny Elephant, for instance, she's going to be having a birthday bash next month, and I said I would donate a copy of this. So stay on the lookout on Carrie's channel. Go subscribe and stuff, and just keep your eye open for her birthday live. Oh, one other thing too. If you are awesome enough and for some reason have purchased every single one of my patterns that I have up, I am working on another pattern. It's pretty much done being tested. Oh, wait, no. Backtrack. It's done. I have it done. I have to write it up, and then I'll send it out for testing, hopefully by tomorrow. So that should be up within a couple of weeks, so that there's a new pattern up. If for some reason people are awesome and they have bought every pattern that I already have, there'll be a new one available, so you can purchase that and snag your free copy of Sally. What else do I have? Oh, yes. One other thing I want to mention is, I have another idea for after this one that's going out for testing, and I've just had so many bam, bam, bam right in a row, and I feel bad because people have lives, and it seems like it's a lot of times it's the same people that are testing, and I don't want to ask them to keep over and over and over if they're busy. I don't want anyone to feel obligated to help me out. So what I am doing is I am asking all of you guys who are watching, if anyone is interested in testing a future pattern for me, shoot me an email at yarnohook@gmail.com, and I will put together a list, and every time I'm ready to have something tested, I will go ahead and send out emails to everyone who has expressed interest. The only thing is, I do require you to have Facebook Messenger, because that's how I like to communicate. It's easier to communicate that way with my testers, is throw us all in a group. And if anyone's having an issue, and if the issue is resolved, it's there in the chat for everyone to see, so that people aren't telling me, okay, you need to fix this. There's a typo here, there's a typo there. Everyone can already see that typo or a problem has been addressed. And then everyone can communicate with each other, and they can share their photos and their progress. It's fun that way. Okay, I think that's all I have. I will, when I send out emails for testing, any other requirements that I might have overlooked, I will include that in the email. So I will put some photos that I have so far from the testers at the end of the video here. And if you want to enter the giveaway, put Sally in your comment, and about a week, like I said, if you don't see a video, check my community tab. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.